One such rider who proved his worth in 2001 was Australian Brad McGee. He rides with the popular French Française de Jeu team and has been inundated with offers to switch camps after returning some impressive results in his first tour appearance. In tonight's special feature, we go behind the scenes with one of Australia's most promising cyclists and discover what it took to prepare and then tackle the world's toughest bike race. Perspiration drips from the brow. The legs are furiously pumping to music blaring the sounds of the latest funk fusion. Look closely and you'll find yourself in the world of Brad McGee. It's a typical training session situated in a pokey first-floor apartment in the French city of Angers. This is where Australia's newest cycling export prepares for the next chapter of his career.
If Brad McGee could pull off the great win today and take the stage, he certainly had a plan here. He's made a good move, the man from Sydney in Australia.
Born and raised in Sydney's west, Brad McGee feels right at home in this part of the world. Together with wife Shani and baby daughter Talia, Angers' city markets and restaurants provide a perfect haven for a professional cyclist whose aims are high.
I've really enjoyed France. Fourth year now over here. The first year was very interesting, especially not speaking a word of the language and not really knowing the culture. And now I just feel like I'm a local.
It's an area that's known for its history and culture, and a place McGee has come to adore.
Long way coming, from riding out towards Riverstone and Windsor, in Sydney's west. But these blokes were racing, they're only humans, they're only men just like what we are out of Australia. And I think, my wife Shani, she puts it best. When we're at a race, you make it worth it because you've come so far to get there, It makes you a little bit more hungry.
And look at the views.
Not bad, is it?
The quiet back roads through the scenic vineyards of the Loire Valley is where McGee puts in the thousands of kilometres of legwork needed to race in the Tour de France. What do you like the crowd to say to you?
Oh yeah, come on, Aussie never goes astray. In amongst all that, allez, 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 or forza, forza in Italy, I was just thinking the other day when I was in the Giro, in the side of a mountain, and there's millions of Italians, and one Aussie voice yells out, come on Aussie, you pick it like that.
A week before the start of the Tour, McGee was anxious of his prospects in the prologue. A 6-kilometre time trial, he was expected to challenge for the first of the yellow jerseys.
As a foreigner in a French team, you're always expected to do that little bit extra.
Now this might well be a good time coming into the home straight. The best time for Gonzalez.
He's probably pretty focused about the race, and he's probably thinking about what he has to do and what he has to go through. I think he's a little bit nervous, as I am actually. I'm nervous for him. It's a big race, so he's never had this much pressure on him. I mean, as well as the Olympics, but it's probably bigger.
He's had a good lead up, and he's been over here for 3 years now, training hard, working hard, and he's getting to the stage now where he's perfecting his time trialling. So, there's a lot of other great riders out there, but he'll give it his best show.
He rides with beautiful rhythm here, and he might well lift it as it gets longer. Brad McGee has hurt himself this time, but I'm not so sure he's going to do it. Let's hope he can. It's a sprint to the line still. 5th place in the end currently for Brad McGee.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's just normal. I did my perfect warm-up and my mind was set, but I just wasn't on top of things to that winning form, that real buzzing, floating, not feeling a thing. I just feel a little bit flat, a little bit tired from being on top form for, since March this year. I've been on really good form, and slowly but surely these things are just wearing off me,
This is McGee's first appearance in the toughest bike race of them all.
I realised that the Tour de France is the biggest bike race in the world, but I didn't really have that passion about racing the Tour de France until Not even until probably my second or third year as a pro. I don't know why. I guess I just wasn't involved.
Stage 1 of the Tour de France. McGee is in a breakaway group that's steaming towards the line. He's well positioned to take stage honours. He's in front 5 kilometres from the finish, only to find himself on the bitumen not much further up the road.
Brad McGee has crashed now, 1 minute in the lead, the next minute on the floor here.
It was stupid really for me to try to have a go now. When I know that, you know, my day may come later when things settle down a little bit.
What are you learning as the days go on?
Oh, it's bloody intense. You know, it's just it's a fight all day long, you know, just every little position. You go through towns at 55k an hour and the streets are packed, you know, you're dodging pedestrians, spectators, guys on motorbikes flying past. It's just very, very intense.
Good move here by Ivanov. His advance is just a mere 100 metres over McGee and Echevarria, and the two of those riders must work hard together to try and pull him back.
Racing in the Tour provides a new learning curve as each day passes. He finishes third in stage 9.
Brad McGee obviously didn't have the power today. Echevarria disgusted in second position.
I guess I always had yeah, you could say a fear of the long breakaways. And after stage 9 there, when I went up the road for, what, close to 150 Ks, that was a big change in my career. Can't manage those breakaways. And then you've got very limited chances here in the Tour de France.
Oui, oui, oui. Quand je rentre en Australie, je prends les manivelles avec moi.
Stuart O'Grady wore the leader's yellow jersey for a total 6 days. The success of his fellow Aussie inspired McGee. Not noted for their climbing prowess, they scaled the Pyrenees together. The aim is to simply finish this grueling 3-week epic. It's easier said than done.
This man here at the back is a former world champion on the track, Brad McGee, and he's riding with a training partner, Jens Voigt.
On the flatter roads of the Tour's final week, there's hope McGee may yet salvage something out of this race. But he uses all his reserves in trying to find out.
And the young Brad McGee in his first Tour de France has taken a second place.
Brad, we were worried about your health. Can you tell us what happened?
That was about 230 kilometres too far. Just too far, too long, too many hills, too hot. And the German was too fast.
Oh yeah, he was hurting a lot. I could see that, yeah, because we had like a lot of them little drags, and like the road were like absolutely like dead. Like it was really hard. You have to fight for each meter to like go forward. And I could see that he was in trouble, yeah.
The win at least for an Italian team. Zarmo gritting his teeth as he comes up to, and O'Grady is out of it. Jan Zarada gets it. Eric Zarmo.
The road to Paris finally comes to an end. McGee is given a hero's welcome by those who have followed his progress. He's a better rider for the experience.
Oh, it's been fantastic. You know, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And I always said when I came over to Europe this year that unless I can be something in the Tour de France and do something and not merely just be another number, then you know, I'd pretty much go and look for another career. But now that, you know, it's come through and I'm confident that I can continue on with this and even go higher, then you know, so it's been a big changing point in my life.
McGee has received offers from up to 10 professional trade teams since his brave Tour de France appearance. It seems his riding future in Europe is secured. Many say he has more potential than all the Australians who have ever ridden in Europe put together. Now it's up to him to deliver the goods on the world's biggest arena.
I think I might move back down to the south next year. My wife Shani likes it in Nice anyway, and there's plenty of mountains there.